Yeah, just took a good hit, and what was I think the second drive there. Felt a little off. Figured to be rather safe than sorry. Didn't necessarily think I was going to go through the full concussion protocol, but obviously that's mandated by the league to protect us. I went through that, cleared it good, and got back out there.
What do you feel in that situation? Like just a little dizzy or a little headache? Or a little
Yeah, just like Coach said, just felt a little off.
It seemed like he took a worse hit. I think his head got bounced in the second half. Did nobody say, "Here, let's take a look at that"?
No, I was good on that one. I think that that was in the momentum of the game. You don't even feel that one. Felt great and got back out there.
But by the time you went back in the first half, you felt okay?
Yeah, good. Yeah.
What are you thinking when you score there, you get it to 23-16? What's going through your head, and what are you telling the team and all that?
Yeah, let's finish. We've been in that situation a couple times this year. I think that it's a good chance that the game that we will win, multiple games that we will win throughout the rest of the season, are going to be in the fourth quarter. Why not today? I think that was a awesome opportunity to step back out there with quite a bit of time on the scoreboard to try to get our offense up and going in the fourth quarter and get multiple touchdowns up in the fourth quarter.
Overall, no turnovers, you made it close at the end. Did you feel good about your performance after the Detroit game?
Yeah. For me, I don't think it's about the development anymore. It's not about the consistently trying to, obviously it's about making myself better and feeling like I'm performing better. But when you see a group of 60-something guys out there every day putting their bodies on the line, you got to reward them with a win. And I think that that's the emphasis now. It's about doing whatever it takes to win. Whether it's turnovers, whether it's taking care of the ball, that all goes into winning. I think that's the mentality we've had all throughout. But when you mandate a guy, a rookie quarterback in this league, while you're looking for the small wins, well, I think we're done with small wins now. It's about getting out there in this last 5 games of the season and doing whatever it takes just to put a victory up on the board.
What did you see on that deep pass to Corey that he couldn't catch? And do you say anything to him when you dropped the ball like that?
No, he's a guy who obviously is going to hold himself to high standards. There's different guys who react in different ways. I told him that the only thing I would say is that in that same situation, I'm going to throw you the same exact ball, and you're going to make that play. And we expect him to make that play every time he steps out there. I'm unfortunate that he didn't there, but there's going to be multiple times throughout the rest of this year where we're going to expect some big plays out of him. We expect he's going to do it.
Do you walk out of here knowing that you played against one of the better defenses in the NFL, encouraged that you're getting closer and that it's coming?
Yeah, but once again, this is about winning. This is 11 times in this locker room where we get a pep talk. It's 11 times where leaders step up and make some sort of a comment, and it's about time for us as a team to reward those leaders on winning a game.
You could hear Chris kind of giving that pep talk. What is the message after a game like this?
That's something that we'll keep between us as a group in that locker room, but it's along the lines that we're going to continue to fight these battles. But this is a war that we're in right now, and once we, it's a consistent message that I've said that once we get over that hill, we're going to win for a long time. But it's about getting there. It's about putting together a complete game, both offensively and defensively, and special teams, and allowing that all to drive us together for our first victory.
Did you happen to see the replay of the Jabril call, and if so, what did you make of it?
I think that Jabril made a heck of a play on the ball. It's his job as a safety to separate the ball from the player when he gets an opportunity. From what we saw on the sideline, looked like a pretty clean play there. But unfortunately, the way this league is set up, we're going to turn that call in. They'll probably send us a letter back and say they missed one if they did, and we'll move forward. There's not a lot of time to sit here and dwell on missed calls.
DeShone, you said it feels like when you guys get in the red zone, everything kind of needs to go right, and you can't afford any penalty or misassignment. How tough is that when you know the margin for error is so thin, trying to get in the end zone?
I was just doing your job. I don't think that's tough at all. I think that we spend a lot of time, preparing ourselves for those situations. We spend, quite a bit of time within the week preparing for the red zone, preparing for third down, preparing for situational football. It's on us to make sure that we're executing. I think that it's not good for us to go down there and shoot ourselves in the foot all the time. It's already as difficult as it is with the lack of space down there to execute. When you go and shoot yourself in the foot while doing that, it's not a good look.
You made a couple of big big plays to your receivers, and now, Josh Gordon is coming back after his game tomorrow. I mean, does that give you a little bit of encouragement and hope that, hey, maybe we can get over the hump?
Yeah, well, I mean, first steps first, and that's learning from this game. Going through and watching this film, to the detail and making sure that we can, correct ourselves and get back to executing at the highest level we can. Obviously, adding Josh is going to be awesome for us, and we're going to, see how he affects, the game. We expect him to come out and not skip a beat. He's been working his butt off, and we look forward to, having him out there with us.
Is he very active on the sideline today? When you come off?
That's not necessarily Josh's personality. He's a guy who he leads through his actions. He motivates through his actions. I think today he definitely spent a lot of time with the receivers, and I wasn't necessarily a part of a lot of those conversations. But I think that his leadership is going to be out in the field rather than in someone's ear.
Nice to see Kenny come up with a big play for you.
Absolutely. That's the reason that he's on this team, to lead us with big plays. That's what vets do. That's what good players do. We got to expect that out of him every time he steps on the field, and I know he expects that out of himself.
Did you have any hesitancy to keep running after you got checked for the concussion and took a bunch of hits?
No. Once again, I was good. Once I got through the protocol and figured out that I was okay, I went out there and played the style of ball that I always play.
Are some of your teammates making comments to you about the toughness that you've shown to get up from those big hits or come back from a concussion check or migraine or anything like that?
Once again, we keep our conversations in the locker room between us, but I think that this team has continued to show the fight that we have. This is an awesome group to be with. It's an awesome locker room to be in, and I'm very proud to be a part of this 2017 Cleveland Browns team, because they continue to push, they continue to fight, and it allows me to be motivated to go out there and continue to do as much as I can to get a win for those guys.